I say, can't get you off my mind. You want it?
Come on.
Strum on hard, play with mine.
Yeah, this is Ricky, Culture Vision Podcast / radio station. Hey, listen. Come on. Come on. So, this is something that's going to be something new. We're going to talk about some things. I know I just came right on, but I'm ready to get things situated and started and talk about it. So, I'm going to play some music. I'm going to, well, this music that I'm going to be playing are just, I don't want to call them local artists, just artists that are not signed, unsigned artists. Let's do it like that. But this is MIKEPRINCE. Let's listen to him. Let's go.
Sitting here trying to dry my issues. Another on the bed for a debut. Talking the body, looking her do. No matter how they taste, it'll never be you. Every melody I try, every Tiffany I say, can't get you off my mind. Yeah, you want it. Strum on hard, play with mine. Level up my air supply, can't get you off my mind. Yeah, you want it. Go on, baby, just cling to me. Cling to me. Do the things to me you did the other night. Go on, baby, just cling to me. Cling to me. Do the things to me you did the other night. Oh, 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 oh. You did the other night. Oh, 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 you did the other night.
And that's typically how this is going to go, man. I'm going to play some music, talk about some things, share some updates. This is the first, so we're going to change it up, try to get things situated. So once again, I'm back. It's Culture Vision's radio show, hosted by yours truly, Ricky, and AKA Ricky, or BKA Austin. It's kind of funny, but anyways, so I want to talk to you about a little bit about what transpires when you set the goals and crush them and challenge them and challenging yourself. So for you guys, giving you an update, listen, transition, everything's about perspective and everything's about where you are at the particular moment. What you don't want to do is find yourself stuck. And when you find yourself stuck, you just get back to the same old routine of doing things. And so for me, it's the reliability on other people. Okay. And so that's why I don't want to keep harping on things and worrying about other people doing things for me. So I don't want to keep on worrying about that. But what I want to talk about is setting the challenge, crushing it, and then moving on to the next thing. Little small wins, like every day, for the 30 days that I didn't drink, every day was a challenge. And it wasn't that, see, this is what I want people to understand too. It wasn't never about me being an alcoholic. Like, it's not about anything about that. What it is that there are times where you want to have that drink. It's almost like a kid wanting a bottle. I was like whining, then then you shut them up. You know what I'm saying? They don't really sometimes want the bottle because they don't really be hungry. They just want something in their mouth. Pause. But for me, it was, if I go out to have something to eat, now I want to have a drink. Or if I'm just sitting in the house chilling and watching a TV or watching a game, I want to coincide that. Or when I get off of work, I had a stressful day. And trust me, I had plenty of those. And it was days on days on days that, to be perfectly honest with you, I probably could have took a whole bottle to the head of cognac, okay, that I have sitting here on this table. So, yeah, man, it was just one of those things, man, where I just felt like, man, like, how do I get to a point in where I'm not dependent on this anymore, and hopes that this is something that's not serious. So about halfway in, I celebrated that because it was a win for not doing it and knowing that it was there for me. 5 days later after that, my lady got COVID. And then, so that's a total of 20 days at that point. And then her mom got sick. And then it was just, things after things. And so, I also was riding bikes during this time. Well, riding the bike. So I have like a Scott Pro bike. It's very good. Let me tell you something. Cycling is something that people say they want to do until they get into it. I mean, like, you really have to put forth the effort. It's almost like with anything, but you really have to put forth the effort to even understand what you're getting yourself into before you do it. I didn't. I dove right in. And even the people that I was riding with, they just went ham the first day, So I had a 15-mile ride, and I was hurting. And once I kind of got settled in the next day, I rode again another 12, and I'm like, man, it was harder the next day. They were telling me, oh, the second day, it should be a piece of cake because man, the second day I was tired. So as you know, I'm in Georgia, so the heat, and then you're right. I mean, even 6, 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, it's still in the mid 85s to 90s. So, and the sun is out. This heat is unbearable. So to be riding in it and pushing yourself, again, it was small wins, And shit, if you talk to me, if I get my girl on the microphone, she would actually tell you, like, he was reluctant to really wanting to do it and push himself. And she seen something in me that, I didn't tell her this, and, this probably be the first time she heard it, but she seen something in me that I didn't even see in myself, that I appreciated that, but that pushed me. Like, I realized during this 30 days of challenge too, that, I need to be motivated. Like, you know how, like, the people say, like, man, I don't need anything to motivate me. I could just get up and go to work and bust my tail, and, I can work to the bone. There's things that I need to have motivate me, because otherwise, and I heard this from another person say, another podcaster say this, or a motivational speaker. It's like, if you don't have a plan or a vision, then you perish. Well, look, my plan or vision is to stay alive and breathe and pray and to worship God, and to get up every day and do the best that I can to my ability, and work hard. But to actually get to the next level, you got to have a plan to push yourself in that. And, and so if you don't have a plan, again, you'll perish. And I get it, So I didn't have a plan for writing. It was only until she started talking. My girl started talking about, well, let me say it like this, my lady, because she'll spaz. If you ever noticed, like, some women, they got a code, and you're not gonna say girlfriend or girl. It's over from that. A woman's gonna say, "Hey, I'm your lady." So, my lady. All right. So, when my lady said that she wanted me to ride in this One Love, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was petrified. And I would tell you I'm petrified because I heard the stories of 100 miles, 62 miles, 44 miles. When you are a competitor, when you are someone who, when you line up on the football field or basketball, like you're really to take the next person's head off, and you don't want to be shown up. And for a person that's out of shape, putting on a wrestling suit, I can't wait. I can't wait to show y'all the visuals of the suit, because I'm not gonna take a picture of me in it. I'm gonna actually take a picture of it and kind of post it so you see. Look, as it's passing by. Look, it is one of the funniest things that you have to wear, but it protects your butt. It protects your crotch. It protects your balls, but it doesn't stop it from stinging though. So I am perishing because I'm not prepared. She's taking me around and we're getting things such as gloves, helmet, glasses. Let's talk about even the drinks that you have to drink to make sure you're not cramping. Like Gatorade, listen, coming up playing football, you drink Gatorade, water. In this particular deal, you gotta drink Pedialyte. There's other stuff that stops you from cramping. There's other stuff that gives you tons of energy. Eat gummy worm things. Eat honeycomb, something that, all of this stuff goes into the ride. And so again, I'm getting back to it. I was seriously petrified. I didn't have a plan. My plan was, I'm just gonna get out here and do it. Okay. And that's good in itself, but it's not good if you don't have a plan. I didn't plan to go. I didn't have bananas. Now, mind you, when I got, let me say this. I did wind up having bananas. I did wind up having the support. I did all of those things. But as a competitor, you want to come in first. And you want to look the best. Deion Sanders says it best. Look good, feel good, play good. Well, I don't think I was none of those things in the beginning, especially when I was riding. And I had actually, before I rode in the One Love event. So let me just tell you, the One Love event happens every year. People come from all over states, countries, and they ride their cycle. Basically, you don't ride your bike; you cycle. And, they get their kids, and bikes look fire. There's so many good looking bikes out there. And this is not an event the crazy thing is I seen kids cycling, which is phenomenal, first of all. But the fact of the matter is that I was, I lost my train of thought. I was in this particular event, and this event is 1,700 people came out. Probably more for the volunteers and all that stuff like that. But this is an event that happens in Atlanta, Georgia, every year. Go get you a bike. Go get you a cycling bike. Ride. Prepare yourself. I wasn't prepared. I think I started riding in July. I did One Love August 31st. Okay, so 27 miles I did. Well, 29 miles the first day, and then 27 miles the second day. Back to back, crushing the mountains, 1,300 elevation, almost 1,400. I was killing it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, give it a round of applause. And so I was crushing it. So bottom line is I put forth the effort. I worked through it, did what I needed to do, and then it was something that, going back to my lady and what she was saying to me, is that I didn't have a plan. So I just been doing it. and I'm learning on the fly. But when you learn on the fly, you still are competitive. So after this commercial break, okay, I'm gonna play a song. I'm going to tell you about how I crushed, and I mean crushed, my fears of riding and cycling alone.
Yep. It's dizzy.
Just keeps playing on
Yep.
radio.
Talk to him, Dizzy. This street shit is all I know. All I know. This street shit is all I know. All I know. Get rich or die broke. Die broke, nigga. This street shit is all I know. All I know. This street shit is all I know. All I know. This street shit is all I know. All I know. Hustler. Get rich or die broke. Dizzy. This street shit is all I know. Bury me against the two guns on my side. Watch how I slide. Shoot this bitch up like I'm Shine. Me and Diddy in the Jeep like G-Money and Nino. Look at me bad like how you sell crack to your peoples. I ain't a social worker, nigga. Shit coming in and going out. Hit the town, price so low, nigga, we showing out. I ain't got no record deal, but check my dealing records. Plug dropped some shit off and threw a little extra. I ain't make this shit up, this my life. 20 pounds in the air, hoping everything go right. Got an uncle like Ice, that nigga still in the street. I don't even treat him bad, I'm best friends with the fiends. Swerving through traffic, cashing out, ain't no lease. That milkshake shit, bring him to the yard like Khalees. I'm a gorilla in the jungle, hell nah, I ain't cheat. The licks wanna hold a convo, I just nod, I don't speak. This street shit is all I know, all I know. This street shit is all I know, all I know. Get rich or die broke, nigga. This street shit is all I know, all I know. This street shit is all I know, all I know. This street shit is all I know, all I know. Get rich or die broke, nigga. This street shit is all I know, all I know.
So that was Scoop Dollar, my little cousin. Hey, listen, man. Hey, sometimes you're gonna hear a little cussing, man, the little stuff, man. And it is what it is, man. You know, this is music. This is grown folks. But hopefully you can stick through it and you'll be fine. But let me tell you about how I crushed my goals and took care of my fear and conquered my fear. So the first day, I am petrified. You know, I'm up early. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Actually, it's like 7 o'clock. I get there about 8 o'clock. I'm helping put up the tent. We're about to ride at 10. I'm not prepared. Like, I'm so not prepared to the point where, like, I haven't had. Only thing I had was some grits or some oatmeal. I think I don't know. I don't even remember. And I didn't have no bananas. I didn't have any Gatorade. All I had was the water that I had from the day before. Put ice in it in my bottles, and some like strengthening juice that you drink. That was it. Pickle juice, and like I told you, some gummies. All right. Listen, the ride starts. I'm already soaking wet sweat because I'm like, oh my God, I'm really about to do this. And then I'm thinking, they said it's only going to be 22 miles. I crushed 24 miles. Okay? I crushed 24 miles. They said it's going to be 30. I said, oh, I damn near shit shirted. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought I was going to be done. So, you know, buddy of mine, Greg, who's about a part of the cycling team, that I'm now going to be joining soon. 75 South. Shout him out. But man, like I was just in this mode, like I gotta get this done. I gotta dig in. Like I'm gonna have to really like focus in here. And so, started out a little rocky because I didn't put my Strava on to check my balance. I think about 3 miles. So I had to kind of stop in my progress 3 miles in. And the ride really started out really smooth. And I felt like, you know how like certain things lead you up and you be like, man, I could do this. I could get this done. And then you're not knowing what you're in for. So for the first 10 miles, I felt like I was crushing it because, man, I'm doing like 17.8 miles an hour. I'm killing it. I'm keeping up with these guys that's been doing it for like years. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, let me tell you something. I'm 44. Some of these guys are in their 50s and I'm pissed because I can't keep up. That's another competitive thing that I thought about. I said, I don't believe these mother suckers. So, but again, it's a motivation thing. It's a get over the hump, get over the hurdle. It's another tackling feat that you have to do. So I started to push myself and say, okay, I can't count miles because then I'll be out here all day. What I have to do is find a rhythm. And believe it or not, Meek Mill did it for me. Like I was listening to his Essentials on Tidal. Shout out to Meek Mill because he has a lot of animated things and songs and so it was able to go up. He has some party stuff. He has some gangster stuff. He was all over. He has a wide range, and so now I'm sweating to the point like I'm a sweater. So like it's mile maybe. I want to say 19. And I get up this hill. Now, let me go back. I'm sorry. Mile 10 to like 15, it wasn't the hill that I was going to, it felt like quicksand. But what I mean by that is like, the hill wasn't straight up. The hill was just like a gradual escalator going up. But not going up high, steep, okay, just climbing. And I felt tired. Like I really did. So I stopped once I got to this point on this hill and I'm like, okay, let me get some water, let me change, eat some gummies and whatever have you. So I'm like, let me get my stuff right. So now I get back on, going up the hill, climb up the hill. Now I get to this last hill at the 19th mile. I get some water, drink some more water, get myself ready. And I'm like, okay. So somebody said we're at the 19-mile mark. It frustrated me because what that did was essentially put me like thinking about, dang, I got basically 11 miles to go, And so like now I'm like, this is going to drive me nuts. So I looked at my phone and sure enough, yes, sure enough. So I get back on, I start riding. I don't know, I guess the energy stuff started to work because I'm crushing it now. And as I'm riding, so you got to understand, there's a lot of people riding and the people that you come with, you're 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be with them. You're going to have to ride this ride alone. You're really going to have to, the only way that you could, unless people stay together and they don't leave each other behind, they'll be with each other. But if not, you're going to ride this ride alone. And so it was me in the road. It was me in the sun. It was me in this bike. And I said, I'm not going to let this bike defeat me. Until I seen this hill. I had seen this young lady, shout out to her, I don't remember her name. I think it was, what was her name? I don't remember her name. But she was a heavyset woman, but she was riding. She was getting it. And she had seen me some miles back really getting after it because I seen this dude that was like 6'2", about 290 pounds, and he just flew past me and I got frustrated. Like, man, heck no. So I started riding real fast, and then by the time, like I wasn't going nowhere. But by the time the young lady called back up to me, she was like, yeah, get it. But yeah, it's not going to be it for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be able to do that. from what it's looking like. She's like, but yeah, you get it. You was trying. And then so now this tune in to this lady seeing this hill. We get to this stop sign and the hill is like going to heaven. And we look to the right. We see another hill. We look to the left. It's plain, but we don't know where we're going. We have to stay on this mile going straight because that's the only thing. So I said, okay. So I took off. And I took off with a vengeance. Okay. And I really thought I was doing something. And I don't even think I got 25% to the hill or up the hill to where it just got tight. And I'm switching gears. And by the time I switch gears to the point to where I'm switching the gears and there's no more gears. Like, I'm really sitting here like, oh, shoot. Like, I'm going to have to walk up this hill. But I remember the conversation with my lady, and she said, nobody walks bikes. Like, you don't walk bikes. Mind you, I'm not walking a bike anyway. I got cleats on that I clamp inside my pedals. I'm not about to walk up this hill with these cleats on. And the bike is not heavy. The bike is really very, very, very light. But still, I'm not doing that. I came here, let me conquer this fear. So the funny thing is, the young lady catches up, but she's like, yo, I can't. I'm not doing this. Like, she's just like, yo, she walked her bike up the hill. But I said, no, I'm not doing that. So I got up to the hill. Now, here's the funny part. I stop. I take some sips and water and drink, whatever. And I see this lady, and she's like, oh, good job. You got up the hill. I'm like, man. Who? She's like, oh, you think this go to Tennessee and ride the hills. And this lady, man, she had to be every bit of 50-something, 55, 56. I said, there's about a bit. And then she's like, well, my friend's down there, and she's walking her bike, so I'm going to have to go and get her. Plus, I'll climb the hill again. I said, wow. You're talking about motivation. You're talking about fighting your fears. You're talking about, I did this, and I was proud. But I was also proud of other people too, but I was also proud to be, y'all got to understand, riding bikes as an older gentleman and then out of shape gentleman is really, really hard. But it's not like when you're in your youth where you can just get on your bike and you ride up and down the street, you're going as fast as you can, you doing whatever, but you're not really putting in no work. And then again, what I realized too, is I don't see a lot of kids riding their bikes in Atlanta, like in these hills, because if they lived in, the plains, like in New Jersey, New York, Buffalo, stuff like that, it's plain. It's not hilly. So it's cool to ride 100 miles. Kids ride the bikes all damn day from 9 in the morning to 9 at night. Let them bring their ass to Georgia. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all New Yorkers, okay, fellow New Yorkers, anybody that live in plain states, if you want to get a kid to get a good night's sleep, bring them to Atlanta, Georgia, and let them ride up these hills all day. They'll sleep like a baby. But anyways, I crushed the hill, man. I did a very good job. I was very happy. A round of applause to me. And I really did conquer that, and that's one of the things that I am very, very proud of about riding that One Love. Besides the food, the fellowship, with people, talking to people, meeting people, it was just fun. And I suggest that everybody really, really go out and do that. I wind up finishing the ride. I was on the bike I was out there for 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I was on the bike for 2 hours and 27 minutes. That is crazy time to be on your bike. Like, if you think about it. But just raw. Okay? But just raw. And, like I said, I really did enjoy it and get an opportunity to finish it. And putting myself in the position to next time just destroy it, Like, like a lot of times people will be so scared of doing something like me, like I was scared that they won't plan. And I think that was my fears, that I didn't plan, but I didn't realize that I was going to be able to do it because I had the will to do it and I wanted to do it and I conquered it. And you just sometimes, like my lady said, you don't know your strength. And so again, the next day, I'll talk about the next day on that ride in just a moment. We're going to turn to, let's see, I got some dope artists in here that let's see what this is. Well, wouldn't you know, things don't like to always come on right away. You gotta be patient with me because this is the first day that I'm running this and doing this, so trying to get right. I should be prepared next time, but while we're waiting for this to come, you got to know that you can be able to do it and push through. So, what is this? Oh no, that's terrible. That's why. That's Tupac. I'm not about to play Tupac, guys. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, man. G. Music. Let's see. I wonder, you know what I wonder sometimes? Ooh. Listen, I'm going to let you listen to this. This is my guy. This is my guy right here, MIKEPRINCE.
Yet it's like I'm not worth you. Much as I wanna do some shit, still I cannot hurt you. Attitude is not the paragon of virtue. Altitude is all I saw when I first saw you. Wanna pull a parachute every time we argue, but losing you is like losing my life, the hard truth. Common sense to me, you are my light, burden of proof. And behind those doors, temperature rise, go through the roof. From time to time I tend to mess up, I know I do. And when I'm wrong, don't I fess up, cater to you. I mean every single word that I say in the booth. And it don't matter what we go through, I ain't acting brand new. So can you forgive me? Let's agree to disagree. We won't always see eye to eye. Give us another try. Oh,
I don't know if you and I gonna get through the night. And if we do, you and I should give this love another try.
Yeah, we're back. So we're back here. That was Mike Prince. We give this love another try. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. I love that guy. The guy makes great music. He's very, very passionate about his music, and I appreciate him for putting it out. What I can say is that we come this particular part of what I'm about to talk to you about was the second day. And what I'm going to say is that I didn't even want to do it again. Like, you got to understand something. I'm competitive and I'm feeling like I'm trash out there. Like, I'm feeling like I'm watching people. Like, some of these dudes got these nice bikes. They look sweet in their kits. You know what I'm saying? I got the kit on, stomach just. And listen, again, this is all on me. Like, I have to, in order for me, if I want to look a certain way, I'm going to have to change it, right? And it kind of starts within. But when you're pushed into this, as men, we are just competitive. Women don't have an understanding. They can get out there, look like whatever, and transform themselves and be happy with the progression. Men secretly go behind closed doors and they lick themselves, pause, and start. What I mean by lick themselves, I mean like really start to work on themselves without no one around. You know, some women would literally go to the gym, not to go to the gym for men, you know what I'm saying, but for themselves so they can get out, so they can feel like they're pushing in something. Men go behind and really just dig in. And so to go into something like this as a man that's overweight and knowing that, you know, I don't have any health conditions, but I'm just not prepared for this. So I'm perishing. So I have to be up at 5, 6 in the morning. I'm up late talking. My lady has me up late. Like, you know what the crazy thing about, have you ever figured out that sometimes in a relationship, no matter who it is, one of the partners just be cool with staying up late and getting up early, and the other partner be like, yo, listen, I need to get some sleep. Well, I'm the partner that need to get some sleep. And now I'm getting 4 hours of sleep and then want to go out here and ride. Again, I'm not prepared. But anyway, so I get out there now this day, you know, there's, you know, bananas out there, apples, you know, Gatorade. My lady, we done switch it up. I put one water in the freezer, so now we take it out. So now by the time I'll have cold, fresh water, and then I had this other stuff for electrolytes for me because I felt, you know, again, sluggish. So I wanted at that 10 mile mark, I wanted to drink that and drink it down and get that energy back. And so, yeah, mind you, this is a different ride. It was 27 miles, 28 miles, something like that. So it's only 3 miles less, but still, you know, the elevation was not that bad. But again, it wasn't that bad only because, again, I rode the day before and they said you get stronger. This was the first time that when I heard somebody say a back-to-back, you're going to get stronger. You're going to see it. And I seen it. That first 10 miles was a breeze. The next 5 miles was okay. It wasn't as bad as the day before. And then, you know, I got to a rest stop, and the rest stop used the restroom, you know, hydrated again, then took off. I did not have, even when I was going through that slight elevation, like I was telling you guys earlier, this elevation in particular was like that, but I was crushing it. And then I started to catch up to see, you know, some of the teammates, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm like passing them, riding, I'm killing it. I think my max speed was 35.8 or 38.5 or something like that. And now I'm just pushing through. It was 2 major hills. And again, there's people walking, and that was crazy. I was like, no, I'm not walking. But this one hill, I believe, I'm riding next to one of the riders. Shout out to Leslie. And Leslie says to me, Yeah, it's not over yet. Don't think it's over, because when you hit this bend, this corner, it's going to continue to go up. So don't you think that you out of the woods. And I said, dang. So I'm just killing. I'm just cycling. I'm on my last gear, and I'm trying to get up this hill. And by the time I get up the hill, and about to come down, the one thing that I don't like about when we ride like this, well, it's not that I don't like it, this is going to happen and inevitable, because there are cars in the street. But as I'm coming down the hill, I wanted to catch the other hill so I didn't have to climb that hill as much. And I didn't. So it caught me, and I'm like, oh. So that was probably the worst. But then once I noticed where I was and how many miles I had left to go, which I did check at that point, it's like 4 miles to go. I was like, let me start crushing. And that's when I started to take the attitude like, I'm about to crush. Even took my phone out the last 0.5 miles or whatever. Took a little recording on Facebook, thought I was the shit. Yeah, my lady told me not to do that again. I'll make sure I won't do that. But yeah, it was good. And I finished. And then your people at the finish line, lady at the finish line, take a picture of you. People cheering you on. It was great, and I crushed my fears, and I did it. And I won't do it again without a plan, but because without the vision, you know what I mean. But I definitely enjoyed myself. I appreciate everyone, and it just ended my 30-day challenge of crushing my fear. And crushing, and doing things and taking the little wins and building the momentum, So I come from upstate New York where it snows, and you can get up to like 10 feet of snow and stuff like that. They think that 10 feet of snow just drops down. It doesn't happen that way. It gradually goes over time. And so with wins, you're going to have to understand that take them one at a time. Be your best self in those particular times, and if you fail and fall, know that that's one day. That's not going to happen continuously. So I will come to admit on something, that I started this journey out July 27th, August 1st, but I didn't have any alcohol from July 27th up until this one day that I had some pasta. And I noticed when I have pasta, I like to drink wine. And it was that taste in your mouth from it. And it was a bottle of wine. And shouts out to one of the ladies that left the bottle of wine when my lady had a girls' night, pajama night at the house. Shouts out to her, because she left it, red wine. I had some, but I didn't overindulge. I didn't drink the whole thing. I didn't have to need it the next day. So just to be clear, I did complete it up until the 30-day mark, but I had it on the 30th day. I didn't wait until the next day, subconsciously. And that's why I want to, kind of come to fruition and admit that those little wins built up. But it made me understand, too, that this isn't something that you even need or even care for. It's basically, it happens by chance of what your patterns and your behavior of what you used to do and what you like to do. So I know during football season, I like to smoke a cigar. I like to drink a little bit, to watch the game. That's okay to do. But what's not okay to do is to overindulge throughout the week. And it's not okay to get belligerently drunk. So with that said, and I'll leave you today with, make sure that you love without reason. All right. I do have another song that's going to end it out. And while we wait for that song, do understand that I am taking sponsors. I would love for people to also leave feedback in the comments. Like, subscribe, Culture Visions podcast on YouTube, on IG, and on Facebook. Just give me a second here.
Program was good with you, my man.
What's going on with your program? How you feeling?
Gotta play this when you wake up in the morning, man.
2020. It's the intro right here, man.
Right before the shower and all that, get your breakfast cooking.
Get right.
Lie. Get up out the bed, man. Today's the day. It's motivation, man. We gon' do it today. We gon' get right to it, man.
We gon' get right to it.
Cause when you at the bottom,
What's good,
it's
Kyle?
kinda hard to see the top.
It's hard to see it, man.
But it's cool cause we going up. Yo, look, I'm from a city where if you made it, then you deserve to. It's city dwellers treating hatred as if it's a virtue. For staying true and being you, they'll try to unnerve you. But you can't let it deter you, it's my border just work through. My brother Josh had told me never let nobody short you. As you get older, people out here thinking they can extort you and pull you every which way. They gon' try to contort you. We in Buffalo, but you know how grimy ass New York do. Look, it's for my whole state, I need my whole plate. I told my team for us to hold cake, we gotta hold faith. Dreams are dreams, but they don't hold weight. So I've been killing beasts with no face. I guess it's no case, it's like a probate. I see my lines crossing into the ranks, and I don't mind crossing into the grace. I'm in a fortunate space, I move my patience to a gardener's pace. One day I see 300 large in the safe, and that's important to say. Why?
We going up right now, going up right now, going up right now, going up. We going up right now, going up right now, going up right now, going up. We going up right now, going up right now, going up right now, going up. We going up, we going up, we going up.
Yo, my mindset for the longest accomplished cause you're impoverished. Studio is my solace, I thought it, then I recorded. This is off of my mind, no ghost rider can haunt it. Boy, I'm sounding so polished, I'm Kemba Walker with harness. Chris Paul in New Orleans, verses laced with endorphins. You recognize the signature shit even with no endorsement. From the homie Lena, favorite passion, folding paper. Helping people cook and loading these words up in the chamber. On my revolver so I can spin them. Ricky told me I got them, yes of course I'ma get them. I'm representing for those who never had much of nothing, but still grew to be bigger than everyone's first assumption. You counted a brother out, but I took a different route. Still got shit to figure out, can't do that shit from the couch. Let's get out in the world and go and conquer something. I call the haters Muggsy Bogues, they ain't blocking nothing. I'm so disgusting like damn.
We going up right now, going up right now, going up right now, going up. We going up right now, going up right now, going up right now, going up. We going up right now, going up right now, going up right now, going up. We going up, we going up, we going up, we going up.
Yo man, it's 2020 man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta surround yourself with positivity, man. You gotta surround yourself with people that wanna do the same things that you wanna do. And the reason why is because when people come into your life with negativity, telling you the things that you ain't gonna do and how you ain't gonna do it, the money you ain't gonna get, the kids you ain't gonna take care of, the house you ain't gonna buy, the job you ain't gonna get, the car you ain't gonna get, it's never gonna happen. So if you got things in your life that's pushing you towards what you're trying to get, what you're trying to build towards, there ain't no way you can fail. The universe wanna see you succeed. I wanna see you succeed. You wanna see you succeed. You wanna see your kids succeed. You know what I'm saying? So do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Expand your mind, keep growing, keep building. And let's get it, cuz. Why?
JAESKESSE, Culture Business, 2020. Getting to it, man. That's what it is.
Hey, yeah, that was JAESKESSE from the album The Visions Volume 1. He's actually signed over to Conway the Machine. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to end this podcast and this radio segment by saying, make sure you love without reason. Make sure that you are not perishing. You got to have a vision. And once you have the vision, you need to go out and conquer it. Sitting here not having a plan will put you in a compromising situation. So you got to make sure you have a plan, and you got to make sure that you do things with a purpose.